She never imagined that one single day could change her entire life. Jessica woke up to the soft golden light streaming through the curtains, the hum of a new day filling the air. Today was not just any day, it was the first day of her married life with Ethan. Her heart fluttered with a mix of excitement, nerves, and a warmth she couldn't quite describe. She turned slightly in bed and saw Ethan sleeping peacefully beside her, his face relaxed and soft in the morning glow. A small smile tugged at her lips. It felt surreal to think that just yesterday, their lives were separate, and today, they would navigate life together. Quietly, she rose and moved to the window, letting the sunlight touch her skin. She could hear the faint chirping of birds outside, a gentle reminder that life was moving forward, just like this new chapter in her story. Ethan stirred, stretching his arms lazily, and opened his eyes to find Jessica gazing out at the city below. "Good morning," he murmured, his voice deep and warm. "Good morning," she replied, turning to him with a smile that reached her eyes. There was a moment of comfortable silence, the kind that only true closeness could bring. They didn't need words to feel connected. The small brush of hands, the shared glance, said everything. Breakfast was simple but filled with laughter and lighthearted teasing. Jessica noticed the little things, how Ethan's eyes lit up when she laughed, how he carefully poured her coffee just the way she liked it, how he always remembered the tiny details. These were the moments that made her heart swell with affection. Later, they decided to take a walk in the nearby park, hand in hand, letting the world witness the beginning of their journey. The gentle breeze played with Jessica's hair, and Ethan tucked a stray strand behind her ear, his touch lingering longer than necessary. "You know," Ethan said softly, "I still can't believe this is real, that we're really here, together." Jessica squeezed his hand. "Me too, but it feels right, doesn't it? Like everything finally makes sense." They walked in silence for a while, letting their thoughts and emotions settle. There was no rush, no pressure, just the simple joy of being with each other. The park was quiet, the soft rustling of leaves accompanying their laughter and shared whispers. As the day turned to evening, they returned home, hearts full and spirits high. Jessica couldn't help but feel that this was the start of something beautiful, a journey that would be filled with love, understanding, and endless moments like these. Ethan pulled her close that night, holding her gently, whispering promises of a future together. Jessica rested her head against his chest, listening to the steady beat of his heart, feeling safe, cherished, and deeply loved. And as they drifted off to sleep, hand in hand, the world outside faded, leaving only the warmth of their love and the promise of a new beginning. The next morning, Jessica woke up feeling a warmth she had never known before. The previous day had been magical, but today felt like the start of something even deeper. She turned in bed to find Ethan already awake, staring at her with a soft smile that made her heart skip a beat. "Good morning, sleepyhead," he whispered, brushing a strand of hair from her face. Jessica laughed softly, her cheeks turning pink. "Morning, you're up early." "I couldn't wait to see you," Ethan replied, his voice low, tender. "I keep thinking about last night, how perfect it felt." Jessica reached out and held his hand, feeling the steady warmth of his skin. "It really was perfect," she murmured. "I never imagined marriage could feel like this, so natural, so right." They spent the morning sharing small moments of closeness, making breakfast together, teasing each other over spilled coffee, and stealing little touches that spoke louder than words. Every glance, every brush of fingers, seemed to say, "I love you," without either of them needing to speak it aloud. By afternoon, they decided to take a short drive to the countryside, wanting a quiet escape from the busy city. The sun was warm, and the breeze carried the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Jessica rested her head on Ethan's shoulder as he drove, feeling safe and cherished. "You know," Ethan said after a while, "I've dreamed about this day for a long time, but nothing compares to how real it feels now. Being with you." Jessica smiled, her heart swelling with emotion. I feel the same. You make everything feel alive, like life finally makes sense. As they reached a small meadow, Ethan parked the car and took Jessica's hand, leading her to a spot surrounded by wildflowers. The sky was painted with the soft colors of late afternoon, and the gentle rustle of leaves added a magical soundtrack to their moment. I want us to remember today forever, Ethan said, kneeling slightly to meet her gaze. This is just the beginning, Jessica. I promise to make every day with you as special as this one. Jessica felt tears prick at her eyes. I don't even have words, she whispered. Just promise me we'll always be like this, close, happy, in love. Ethan pulled her into a gentle embrace, holding her close as if letting go was impossible. I promise, he murmured into her hair, always. They spent the rest of the day laughing, talking about dreams, and sharing quiet moments under the sky, letting the world fade around them. As evening came, they returned home, hearts full and spirits lifted. Back in their apartment, Jessica sat by the window, looking at the city lights twinkling below. Ethan came up behind her, wrapping his arms around her waist. I love our life, he whispered, and I love you. Jessica leaned back into him, smiling. I love you too, more than I ever thought possible. For a long time, they just stood there, holding each other, listening to the sounds of the city, and feeling the steady beat of their hearts in perfect sync. It was in these quiet, intimate moments that Jessica realized something profound. Love wasn't just about grand gestures or perfect days. It was about the small, everyday moments, the shared laughter, the gentle touches, and the promise of being there for each other, no matter what. As night fell and they finally climbed into bed, hand in hand once again, Jessica felt a calm happiness settle over her. Life was unpredictable, yes, but with Ethan by her side, every challenge seemed conquerable, and every day held the promise of love, joy, and new beginnings. And as they drifted off to sleep, hearts entwined and dreams intertwined, Jessica knew one thing for certain: this was the start of a beautiful journey, and she couldn't wait to see where it would take them next.